Hey, blessings, Grateful Gap. Hope y'all didn't mind the intro music. I'm definitely working on finding me a more solidified opening music, like somebody to make me a like a type of song intro thing, so I can upload it like directly, not from the internet. Like it'll be a save file, so I won't have to record, like my music ahead. But it's all coming together eventually. Like I said, I'm gonna have it's gonna be a whole network of individuals on my team. Like currently with my co-host, and I just want to kick the show off by saying thank you, Frankie. I really appreciate you, bro. Just, for even taking this time out. For me personally, what I expect, from people, and you definitely bring greatness. Just one, again, just from your own, your personal presence of getting up and just being a part of my show, bro. Like I said, I don't have the means right now to be able to even, compensate you for your time or anything like that. So I really appreciate it, bro. It's really out your heart and out your time to come be a part of my show. And I just, like I said, I want to say thank you before I kick the show off.
I do it for free, bro.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be for free forever, bro. We going up, bro. So I ain't stressing it. But yes, good morning, everybody. Grateful Gap family. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Great sports Huddle talk today. We got a lot of good news, good rundowns. We'll be recapping this past NFL week, discussing some things, giving some shout outs in the WNBA for their final champion. Just looking forward to the postseason for the MLB. All this, the beginning of the basketball season around the corner. October about to be here. So yeah, man, Thursday night football predictions are going to be a great rundown today. About to hop direct into the daily verse before we get going. This morning for the day of September 22nd, 2022, derives from the book of Amos. And, hold on, ad just popped up. From the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 4, and the state as follows. For thus saith the Lord unto the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live. And again, that's from the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 4. And shout out to my baby girl. She turned 4 months today, my little princess.
Hey.
My princess Skylar turned 4 months today. Just growing. Thank you, Lord, for blessing my daughters and blessing my family with great health and just strength and just growth and just love and just all the things of positive growth and influence for children and just in life. So again, we're about to get into it this morning. Grateful Gab, Sports Huddle. I'm truly excited here with my co-host Frankie. We're getting litty, and so we're gonna kick it off by recapping this past NFL week. It was thrillers all over the board.
Oh, man.
Crazy week. So we're gonna kick it off with Thursday night football. Thursday night, even though we recapped it last Saturday, the Chiefs beat the Chargers 27-24. The Sunday games, the Jets beat the Browns by 1 point. It was 31-30. That was a shootout. That was a great game. The Lions beat the Commanders 36-27. And the Lions offense has been consistent, man. That's the thing about it. Like, I saw somebody talking about that the other day on a post-game show from our game, and how, they were saying that, our defense made adjustments, but from week one, but the Lions offense was good, and obviously, we've seen that consistently. They put up 30+ points, 2 weeks in a row. So it's definitely a different Lions team up there, a different culture. I'm excited for their growth and to see them, continue to climb throughout the season. And man, so I'm excited. So the Buccaneers beat the Saints 20-10. That was a up and down game. It was a lot of a lot of emotions flying around in that game, but it ultimately ended up being a good one. 2010 Buccaneers way. The Giants surprised me, actually. Even though I had them beating them, I had them winning this game. But just the start of the season, how they've overcome so many things. It definitely tells you the mindset and the level that team is currently at right now. You know what I mean? I think they're definitely gelling. You could tell they're playing for one another, and I love to see that. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing that competition versus the Giants and the Eagles, even though I think we're going to dominate. But just saying, just even though those type of sense, like I said, this is the professional, it's the NFL. Any given Sunday it goes down. So I'm excited to continue to see the growth, personally in the NFC East, but just in the NFL, as regards to all these teams, has gotten better from last year to now. You know what I mean? So, then we're going to transfer to the Patriots versus the Steelers. The Patriots beat the Steelers 17-14. That was a pretty good game as well. The Jaguars demolished the Colts. I don't know what's going on with the Colts. They've had, I thought they had big aspirations and big goals, with the offseason acquisition of Matt Ryan and those things, but it's not falling into place currently right now for them. So they lost 24-0 to the Jaguars. Then I'm coming to your game. You want to go over your game?
Nah, you can go ahead and skip it.
You want to skip? So we got the Dolphins over the Ravens, and wow, really a nail biter. Really a shootout, from not even from beginning to the end, I guess, because it was like, what did they come back? When did they start coming back on y'all?
They scored 3 touchdowns, I think 3 or 4 in the last quarter.
Dang.
And yeah, our defense just gave it up, man. We let off the gas, as they say.
Yeah,
let off the gas.
That's definitely not acceptable. Especially at home too. I was like, wow. All, but hats off to the Dolphins, man. Hats off for never not giving up, man.
They got a track team over there, and Tua is definitely proving a lot of people wrong this year. So yeah, I give it to him. But I'd rather take the loss right now and come back and get them in the playoffs. So we gonna get them back.
I can believe it. I could definitely, and just from the culture of the Ravens, period, just from that atmosphere, you always notice, like me personally, just being an outsider, of that fan base, just seeing, looking out from the outside or wherever, they've always had that, that culture of bouncing back, especially those big Ray Lewis years there when they come from losses, they know, that defense is going to rally, and y'all have good defense still. That's been y'all staple. Y'all staple and y'all foundation for a lot of years. So yeah, now y'all obviously have Lamar Jackson on the other side, and those weapons coming together, and it's gonna come together, man. Just even like y'all offense, it was high power. Y'all consistently put up big numbers, week to week too as well. So y'all just happen to get beat out this time by another high power offense or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but it was definitely a thriller, man. And to the Rams and Falcons game, that was a thriller too. The Falcons actually had a opportunity to go down the field and score. They came up from a late deficit. They was down probably by like 18 or 19 or something like that, and they ended up trying to make it in that game. But they ultimately lost 31-27. Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
No problem, of course. And then we have the 49ers over the Seahawks. That was a good division matchup as well, a conference matchup. No division. I had it right the first time. I'm sorry. Excuse me. The Niners beat the Seahawks 27-7. But unfortunately, Trey Lance was hurt in that game. So Jimmy G will be the starting quarterback, as reports have been coming out. Then we have the Cowboys over the Bengals 20-17. That was a nail biter as well. Definitely down to the wire. Dallas, I think they iced it at the end. A fourth quarter drive, put them in field goal position to win. Then we had the Broncos over the Texans, 16-9. That was a good game as well. And this Cardinals and Raiders game, oh my gosh, bro! Like what in the world? Kyler Murray is a cheat code. I'm glad it's just not Madden. I get to see him doing this stuff in real life, so I don't feel as bad now when players do it as me on Madden. You had the perfect defense, everybody's covered, but no, not him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he had his rushing touchdowns definitely. Prevailed them to ultimately win overtime against the Raiders 29-23. So that was that. And then we have the Sunday night football game. We ended with the Packers versus the Bears. Packers won 27-10. It was a little, a slugger. I think they kind of took off on the second half. The Bears really didn't get an offense going like that. Then we moved to Monday night. We're going to start with the first Monday night football game where the Bills demolished the Titans 41-7. That looked like a Madden game. So that was the first Monday night football game. It was actually cool to have a doubleheader Monday night game because I got to watch, 2 games back and forth. When my game was on halftime or commercial, I just flipped back, to the Bills game.
Yep.
I kind of stopped watching that game because they took Josh Allen them out. So all my fantasy people they took out, but you know, I had Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen. Of course, I had them. You know, but it was a good game. Man. I had Derrick Henry too. At least he got me a touchdown. So, oh my gosh, it was so bad. But yeah, so I know the Bills are definitely, you know, super static, you know, for their season going forward. And like I just said, you know, that's the team I've been watching too since Josh Allen, even, you know, to the year when they made that playoff run or the playoff appearance in whatever the 20+ year gap or something like that. Ever since they made that playoff appearance, they've gotten better and better and better and better and better. And I'm gonna continue to say that. And it's hats off to their coach. To the players, you know, just the whole organization, and that's something that I, you know, for my team, I've seen that as well, the growth and just being like, even in our second, you know, full season with Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts under that same system, and just the players we pieced around us, and we have a young team, man, and I'm just so excited about the Eagles' future, the now and the future, and it's just definitely looking bright. And that brings us to our Monday night game when we beat the Vikings 24-7. It was a great home opener. Again, Jalen Hurts, you know, tremendous game, big arm. Obviously, I've known this, you know, seeing these, like you said, the tours, know, Mac Jones, the Jalen Hurts. I've seen them play. You know, I'm a Georgia fan. We've battled Alabama. They've beaten us. You know, these quarterbacks I've just named beating us. You know, and I actually love the fact that, you know, when we drafted Jalen Hurts in 2020 in the second round, I was actually, you know, ecstatic because I know what type of player he was and what he brought to the table and where he, you know, and what he overcame from, you know, his benching at Alabama over Tua. You know, they went to Tua over him. He transferred to Oklahoma. You know, still did major things there. You know, ultimately be able to, you know, get to the league and be an Eagle now, and just see his growth in his throwing motions, his growth in his IQ, his growth in his leadership, just everything. And and just his mindset, I know he's going to continue to work to always to get better and improve. And I just thank God for, you know, for really coming to, you know, drawing me to this organization as a young child and to really just be a part of this, because it's really, you know, truly, you know, I'm pretty sure you can feel this about your team, you know, just any team, you know, like when you're really a fan and you're really passionate and you really have, you know, love and care for an organization and a team, and just like, you know, the city of Philadelphia does for the Eagles, you know, it's like I said, you love to be a part of that, you know, even through the bad times, because now when you get to the times like this, when you have, you know, you've seen your team grow and you've seen your team get to the promised land and go back to the bottom and get to a point again where, you know, like this is the brightest future I've ever, me personally as a fan from my time era of an Eagles fan, that I've seen us being able to really go forward and make a real imprint and have a type of dynasty type of thing in the NFL. Like, you know what I mean? And this is another thing I want to speak on too. I just don't understand what people say, like, oh, cause they say we have the second easiest NFL schedule or whatever it is. And I don't know personally how they rate, you know, rank easy or hard NFL schedules. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's about a quarterback play. I don't know if it's about the percentage of wins that the team had last season, whatever it is. But I don't like that statement because, like I said, any given Sunday, bro, this is the NFL, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no team easy. You know, it's no easy schedule. All of them are professional football players, bro. All of them get paid millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars to go out there to perform at high levels and to go beat the other opponent in front of them, no matter what. So when people try to, you know, they always try to discredit something from a team doing good or something like that. Oh, you know, this team hasn't played anybody, you know, tough or anything like that. They were saying the Vikings are supposed to be, you know, quote unquote, you know, hard team, stuff like that. Like, I guess a tougher team. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's because the quarterback or the players they have or whatever it is. But personally, I just said it's about, you know, and I just think that, you know, every team has this mindset, no matter what, you know, what nobody says, easy schedule, hard schedule, is just putting that work in every day and preparing to go to war against the person, you know, across from you. And just really, you know, and not nothing malicious or nothing like that. Just, you know, because it's competitive. It's football. We want to win, you know, just like everybody, you know, each team. And, so I don't like those statements when people, I be looking at, like, you know, talk shows and different, news, sports news shows, stuff like that. They be like, oh, you know, easy schedule or hard schedule. And I'm like, it's the NFL, you know, it's not like college where, you know, you have ranked teams and they have, you know, top 5 recruits every year, you know, all type of stuff. And these teams, they getting JUCO players and, you know, that type of stuff. No, this is the NFL, bro. Everybody's top tier here. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, but that's just my take on that. I wanted to touch on that briefly while I was going through this because they try to discredit my team greatness, and I'm not appreciating that because the Eagles, we like that. No matter who we gonna play, we gonna show them, and it's like like I said, it's a day for day thing to get better and to understand that win or lose, we still got to get better. You know what I mean? That's where the culture comes from the core values of the team with Nick Sirianni and the organization, and just trickle down to everybody, and I love it. And I learned so much personally just from his coaching style. What I like to adapt to my own coaching style, and it's really a lot of the stuff that I do already. I'm talking about Nick Sirianni now. He's just like you said, one of the biggest core values for our team is to connect. And if you can't connect personally, like you said, on a personal level with your team, one as a coach, to get personally adjusted and understand your players' lives, because we still have lives to live, outside of the field or outside of this podcast or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever we own. We're still people. Absolutely. And that's the most important part. First of all, to connect as people, because when somebody can genuinely trust you to say, hey, this man or this woman has my back, they're gonna continue to want to be the best. You know what I mean, for one another, but then for themselves as well. So, yeah, man, I'm loving it. So you want to before we get going I want to shout out the Las Vegas Aces for winning the WNBA Finals. Yeah. They were the WNBA final champions this season. So shout out to them. They defeated the Suns 3-1. Definitely a well-deserved run championship. They put in a lot of hard work as well, and dedication and time to be great at their craft as well. So shout out to y'all, ladies.
Absolutely, congrats.
Yeah. So did you want to get into the Thursday night football matchup?
Yeah, it's going to be a good one tonight. Well, typically it's a good one, but things are a little different these times, these days. But we got the Steelers against the Browns. I'm expecting the Browns to come out with that one because Pittsburgh got a whole lot of figuring out to do. They got to figure out what they're doing at the quarterback. So, yeah, I'm riding with the Browns on this one.
Okay, so the quarterback situation in Pittsburgh, do you think they should give Kenny a try? A go? Or what? What you?
I will give Mitch a half. Cause I would see. I'm in the middle about it. Cause that's our rival. But just from an ownership standpoint, I will keep Mitch in. Cause you got to think about it. It's a rookie quarterback. Your offensive line ain't been doing nothing. And if this is your potential quote unquote, franchise quarterback, you're not going to send him out here and have a bad offensive line and you risk him getting hurt. But at the same time, you got to see some sort of progress from Mitch or whatever. So, I would give him a shot, but you got to be cautious with what you do because you never know what can happen. Because it's a very, very physical and violent game. So you just got to be cautious with what you're doing.
Yes, it is. Okay, sir. So I have a question as well because I know I hear this a lot, about different teams going across the league. They say they have Brady, they don't have an offensive line, and these type of things. And I'm not understanding where this is coming from. I don't know, is it a coaching standpoint? Is it a player's performance? What is he capable to do? I'm not understanding because if you put your top 5 best guys on the line, from every team, and they're not even good enough to, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not used to that. Cause like I said, the Eagles, we've always had top tier, front seven, trenches players, line, O-line, and D-line. At least, like I said, from the time I've been an Eagles fan. So, I don't know, man.
You'll know when you see it.
Yeah,
if you see a quarterback constantly scrambling around, and you can't spark off the run. You can't really set up nothing. You can't get in rhythm. You don't know your offensive line is whack. That was us last year.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. Do you think it's a coaching standpoint or is it the players? What is it? What do you think?
It's both. It's both. But then again, you got to think about the team that you're facing too. Because if you face a fucking Von Miller and him all the time and fucking Aaron Donald all the time, you gonna need 2 people to stop him. But then you got to worry about the other people. And then if you it just comes down to the players and the coaches. Because just like you said, you to be a good organization, you got to connect with the players. And sometimes people just don't fit right. And that's the whole purpose of the draft and getting new people in there, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And sometimes things just don't work out the way you expect them to.
I mean, I can understand that. Well, I mean, like I said, I just got to give credit to our coach for sure. Like, Jeff Stoutland's been, our offensive line coach for a long time. And I think, personally, I don't know if they have summits, amongst the coaches and things of that nature. I'm pretty sure they're doing the NFL because ultimately it's still a family. Every team, obviously, we're in competition with every team, but the NFL is still a whole. And, I don't know, man. This offensive line stuff, I just hear it a lot so much around the league. And it just like you said, it just puzzles my mind. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Browns as well. Just because their run game is, like you said, they have a more solidified offensive line. And I just think when you can run the ball, it just opens up the whole playbook. You know what I mean? First of all, it wears down the defense.
Absolutely.
Then it opens up play action. It opens up RPOs, all this type of stuff. And, man, you just, you eat the clock up, you time possession. Running the ball is, bro, you have to run the ball in football. If you cannot run the football, you're going to lose. Okay. Not all the time, unless you just got some heck of some receivers and the quarterback. But other than that, you 9 times out of 10, you need to run the ball to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just my take on it. So I'm going to take the Browns. Definitely just looking forward to a good, it's another division matchup. And I'm just excited for it. So definitely, man, I really appreciate y'all tuning in this morning. MLB postseason is still amongst us, or the chase for the postseason is still amongst us. The Braves has actually clinched their playoff spot 2 days ago. Now we're just in battle for first place in the NL East over the Mets. We're 1 game behind the Mets. We just lost to the Nationals last night, which was not good by a run. So the Mets lost too, so that was good as well.
It's on the scoreboard right now. They lost 6-0.
Yeah, they got smacked by the Brewers. So we're gonna bounce back. I believe we have another slate tomorrow. Let me see. No, we play the Phillies tomorrow. Today. I'm sorry. We play the Phillies today. And then, so again, hopefully we can win that game and the Mets can lose. They don't play today. Dang. But hopefully we can still win, and then we'll be tied. We'll be even with them in the conference. And then the next game they play is on Friday, and we play Friday again as well. So hopefully we can win these 2 games today and tomorrow, and take the lead going forward here for the rest of the postseason. So, yeah, man. I heard some news about Aaron Judge. Rumors are hearing they probably say he'll be a Met next year. We shall see.
Oh, wow.
That's what they saying. They saying maybe because they said the Yankees ain't sign him again or something like that. I don't know. I don't really follow other baseball teams except my team. So yeah, but I would definitely love to see that competition. In our division. He's a great player, slugger, obviously. And I think that's the biggest thing. If you can swing a bat and you can hit good in the major leagues, you're gonna get big contracts. I learned that from Albert Pujols, years back when he signed that, massive contract, and he was like, ancient, like 30 plus already. So
I think he's still getting paid from that contract.
Getting that bread, boy. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Get your money. You know what I'm saying? But again, definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, man. The Grateful Gal Sports Huddle. We're gonna be live in effect in Maryland on Saturday. Well, I will. Saturday, we'll be up in that area. Saturday morning, and then we'll be getting prepared for the game this weekend to see my boys fly high, and man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be some good stuff. Y'all check us out. Check me out on Instagram, Grateful Gab Podcast. Check me out on Twitter at Grateful_Gab. Check me out on Facebook at Grateful Gab. You can check us out on all major platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, Podbay, any major, podcast platform you listen to. Y'all can check us out there. Y'all can find us. Grateful Gab Sports Huddle. Grateful Gab is the podcast. Check us out again on Saturday. Again, we'll be bringing some great sports news talk. We'll do an NCAA rundown. We'll do Sunday predictions, Monday predictions, and then we'll have the results information from Thursday night football. So, yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate you for coming through, brother. As always,
yes,
I appreciate your time again, man. Much love to everybody out there. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all be easy. Until next time, y'all. Peace.